Lockdown Tower is directed by Guillaume Nicolau and is currently streaming on Shudder. Now, this was a very interesting one, dude, to say the least. Now, this one is about one of those apartment towers, and one day, the people inside notice that they can't see anything outside the windows. Total black, just darkness, all right? The main entrance has the same darkness as well. Somebody attempts to try and walk through. They go right into nothingness and can not come back, dude. It's almost like a void. And one dude actually puts their arm through it and literally pulls back a nub. And what's wild about it, there's like no blood. Almost like the arm was immediately just cauterized or something. Anyways, people are trying all sorts of ways to try and escape, but to no avail. Is this their new way of life? And if so, how long will they have to endure this situation? Yeah, like I said before, very interesting movie. I would say the horror is the actual situation these folks have to deal with, and dude, this movie felt too real when it comes to what these folks did, dude. I mean, like, ugh. Now, this situation spans for like nearly 5 years, actually. So we get to watch how things go from people being civil, where, you know, resources are still good and whatnot, water's still good, you know, cell phone reception. No cell phone reception, no. That's the only thing, right? Then as days turn to weeks to months, we see the gradual change once these resources become scarce. It's a building full of people, dude, but they start separating by race, unfortunately, and things become segregated. Folks become desperate. Anything, dude. I mean, anything becomes food. People steal from people. There's death and all sorts of craziness ensuing. Dude, this shit just felt too real, dude, with the situation that happened. I mean, I was expecting like some overdramatic stuff with some horror elements, but they decided to go with a more grounded and realistic take, though. Also, like a case study on humans and the reaction of being forced in the situation of survival and what they do. Really interesting stuff. This definitely ain't your average horror flick, dude. I mean, more like a drama that's pretty depressing, and I'm sure will piss many horror fans off thinking this would totally be different, or a different kind of movie at least. If I were to compare this to anything else, I would say there's a specific episode from Twilight Zone. I can't remember the name of it, so I apologize, though, but that. Also, Lord of the Flies. This other one called Awaiting Further Instructions, and another film called Testament, where basically there's a system put in place that eventually breaks down and anarchy takes over. That's pretty much what happens in these movies. Definitely, I would say this one's in the wrong category, and I can totally see why. People are upset about this one, assuming this is a horror movie going into it and finding out that it's something totally different. Plus, it's hella, dude. It's so depressing. I'm serious though. It would be wrong for me to recommend this one, but if you happen to watch this, I would say go see like some Disney kids movie or something, dude, or just something really happy afterwards, because this will bring you down, dude. I'm serious. I mean, the third act, dude, it's fucked. Dude, oh my God, dude. And yes, horror movies can, have some sad endings and whatnot and be all fucked up, but they're more based on fantasy, This movie deals with a more realistic way and hits way too close to home, because you can really see some of this shit actually happen and play out. It's not a bad movie, I'll say, but it's just not a horror movie either. And I just wasn't ready for what what I was going to watch, because, like I said, this is some heavy shit. But look, to break all this tension, I have a horror comedy for those who've actually endured this movie, or about to endure it, I should say. And this one actually, I feel, fell under the radar back in 2014. But I feel this is actually one of Ryan Reynolds' one of his best films, aside from him playing Deadpool. The first two, and I guess we got a third one coming next year, or maybe the year after. Anyways, though, I'm talking about a movie called The Voices. It's about a likable guy who pursues his office crush with the help from his evil talking pets. But things turn sinister when she stands him up for a date. I happen to enjoy this one quite a bit, dude, because I have a cat. I have a cat. And these little fuckers are always plotting evil shit, dude. Plus, we don't always... dude, don't we already talk to our pets? I mean, I know I do. Anyways, anyone with pet can fill me with this one, though, dude. Especially if you have a cat, dude. Let's be real. These cats, they own us, not the other way around, all right? Anyhow, though, dude, yeah, it's a funny-ass movie, and I think it's the perfect way to wash that bad taste from your mouth, dude, from watching Lockdown Tower. But anyhow, though, hey, hope you watch and enjoy it. It's actually available on YouTube. But, hey, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I will see you at the next one. Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.